All right, Mopar people, welcome back to the channel. I'm just Mopar Joe. Let me show you all what I'm working with today. So my plan is, coming up pretty soon, if I can finally get this car to do some test and tune stuff, I wanted to upgrade my exhaust collectors. This is what I got on here now. I think that's a 2.5 or 3 inch pipe. I don't remember. Maybe it's a 3 inch pipe. They're about a foot long, kind of crudely, ugly welded here. I had these on the old engine run stand whenever I broke into 360 and broke in a couple others. And I had just shoved a pipe in there and ugly welded it, and then another pipe and ugly welded it until I had some mufflers on the engine run stand. I didn't want that on this car. I wanted something a little bit nicer. So what I planned on doing is trying out some different collectors besides just this old junk here. All right, so here's what I was kind of wanting to compare. I've got a couple, you can see them 1 and 2, a couple 3 inch pipes. The ends are expanded on them. My neighbor actually gave me those. He was going to throw them in the scrap pile. I said, no, sir. So those are good open 3 inch pipes. The other thing here, I have a couple long collectors from TTI that are 2.5 inch. So I believe they're actually reducers. So they go down from a 3 inch collector, just a little bit of a bail, and then into a 2.5 inch pipe. And then I just had these pipes I was going to stick on, maybe tack up. That would give me a 2.5 inch pipe that's full length onto the collector. These are mufflers. They say Northeastern on them. My buddy Andy actually sent me these. That sent me a bunch of other parts. Check them out on the inside. They are the, I don't know what you call that, hurricane style, cyclone style. That's kind of cool. Cyclone style glass pack, and they're 2.5 inch. So I got a pair of those I thought about trying. Ultimately, I want some kind of muffler on the car. Over here, this is my kind of ugly welded exhaust system I had under the black truck when the 408 was in it. And that's all 3 inch. I had to do an ugly bend there, cut it, weld it, fix it, whatever. And those are 3 inch glass packs into these turnouts here. So what I'm going to actually do with this, I'll break my glass packs loose from it. They, like I said, the sticker's still on them, so they're not that old. And those are 3 inch. I'll try the 3 inch on the car. I will try the 2.5 inch on the car. I'll try 3 inch opens on the car. Something else I need to do today. Which is, this stuff won't take long. My plan for the day was kind of get each one bolted up. I'll do a quick crank up for you so you can hear the different sounds. And I'll just step off behind the car. That way, my camera microphone's not scrambling because of the, the loud exhaust, whatever. Got my Afr gauge I need to throw in. Took that one out of my Challenger. See, I made a little L bracket there. Those holes line up, and just take one bolt or one screw and bolt it to the bottom of your dash. New wideband sensor. These are some cool 3 inch collectors I got from my buddy Mike that I built the 413 for. If y'all hadn't seen that, go check it out. But basically they are, that 3 inch pipe would slide right in there and be happy. So that might actually help me with my, like, changing these out at the track. If I slide that in, throw a couple self-tapping screws in, or a big 3 inch clamp. I've got a couple 3 inch clamps. But I know typically after you clamp it, they're stuck on there and it crimps that pipe down. So I'll see which one I'm working with here, but I wanted to kind of explain some of this test and tune stuff to you all before I actually went. And that way you'd have a better clue of what I have, coming up. So I'll get those cut loose, get some of this other stuff moved around. Waiting on a shifter cable for this still. Somebody ordered the wrong one. But back to the exhaust. These are some older headers. They're only 1 5/8 primaries, which a lot of people said that's restrictive. I'm losing a little bit of time there, but I do own these, and they're currently black, so we're going to keep running them. They have 3-inch collectors underneath. Y'all just saw that. But anyway, let me get it bolted up and started up for you. And here's our 3 choices. I went ahead and eliminated the 2.5-inch open pipes because I don't think I'll have enough time to lay under the car and switch out once again. So here's what I got. Those are 3-inch open pipes. The 3-inch glass packs there, and the 2.5-inch here. And you can see the little openings there. That means we're flowing the right direction. Same thing with those two. But for length, the old timers used to say take a grease pencil or something. I was just talking about that with John Wilburn. Draw your line all the way down the thing, and wherever it stops burning off, that's where you need to cut it. That's it. For this test, I tried to make these as close as possible to even. That is 25.5, almost 26 inches. These, like that one's 27, that one's 26.5, 26.5 there. So, and you'll notice this one actually flares open larger. That's the same size as that. So it's made to accept a pipe into it, whatever. Ideally, I've always heard these need to be 16 inches long, but to try to keep the test fairly even, I'm gonna roll with them like this. I need to roll on the car, make some kind of hanger brackets. I was gonna bolt off of the trans cross member. Let me show you that. So once it's under the car, they'll be going through here, and I was probably gonna pop off that nut there, just put a piece of flat metal that'll roll down, and I can weld it to the side of each of my collectors, and that way they're not just being supported by the header flange down there. It would work, but it'd put a lot of stress on those headers. Also, they would vibrate and hit the floor and all that. So just a good sturdy something to mount up to here and there will make it easier for me when I get to the racetrack. Which one of these 3 you think is going to do better? Put that in the comments for me. I've never tried anything like this before. Normally I just do open collectors or just full exhaust. So hopefully it'll sound a lot better and turn some heads out there. All right, now we get to the fun part at least. There's those extra long collectors. They're bolted on. I'm going to go ahead and start the car up, warm it up. I'll step off, let you hear it one way or the other, and then I'll come back, switch to something else, make my mounting brackets, and go from there. more effort went into this, but that's okay. I'm gonna need to dent that glass pack right there to make it clear that cross member. That's fine. You can see my little ugly brace there, a little ugly brace here. If I leave these on, I'll do something different, but for right now, I can go ahead and get it started up, let y'all hear it. I think I'll finish with those 2.5s over there, and I'll get my bung for my AFR meter mounted into that. That way, it'll have a little bit more back pressure. I can get the carb set, jetted and all that business, but when I get to the track, I'll be able to switch right over to my other two after I make some passes. And here's the last set finally on. It was more of a pain than I wanted, but it is what it is. I think these are up a little bit tighter. I went ahead and made my similar bracket there. You see my wideband O2 sensors there. And bracket on that side, just like that. It's ugly, but that's fine. These are bolted up with aluminum collector gaskets, and I'm assuming that sticker on the muffler is going to burn off at some point. But just like a minute ago, I'm going to set you up on a tripod, start your car, see what it sounds like. All right, so final thoughts. I'd be interested to see just what my results are when I take this stuff to the track. I got that set ready. I got the, and that set ready. So that gives me 3 different options. I'm going to use the ones that's on there now just to finalize my tuning and stuff. But mufflers are a good thing. I know a lot of people don't like them, but if it helps save my hearing, by the time I'm, old and gray, I'll be able to hear my grandkids maybe, something like that. I certainly appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all catch part 2 of this as soon as I can get the car to the track. Should be within this coming month. So y'all just bear with me, waiting on a few more parts.